Let me tell you about how Whitehaven celebrates Christmas.
You know, the Whitehaven Christmas Parade is one of the few parades that actually takes place within the city limits of Memphis. It's the first and probably the largest, and I think it means an awful lot to the city to really kick off Christmas in Memphis. It's the best way to do it.
You can count on thousands of people showing up for the Whitehaven Christmas Parade.
There's so many different bands, cheerleaders, skaters, different little acts. You have the little cute little funny cars, the little bitty cars that, you know, circle around and everything. And the best part of it, of course, is having Santa at the end.
As a community police officer, I got assigned to the Whitehaven Christmas Parade, and I met with Miss Hazel Moore. At that time, she was dubbed as the mayor of Whitehaven, and I was interested in who is the mayor of Whitehaven.
The mayor of Whitehaven, my first impression of meeting Miss Hazel when I first met her, okay, why is this young old lady coming over here and she's continued to talk to me? And she's just talking about everything that she was doing and who I was, and she was asking me who I was and can I come over here and do this? And baby, I'm gonna show you this, and baby, I'm gonna show you that. She was so sweet and she was so inviting. And one thing I found out really quick was when I started coming to Whitehaven, everybody in Whitehaven told me, go find Miss Hazel.
Hello, my name is Hazel Moore, the founder of the Whitehaven Christmas Parade. It was founded in 1996, and the first parade we started at Shelby Drive in Mill Branch and went down to Rains Road and moved on to the Whitehaven Shopping Center. That was the first Christmas parade.
The parade started off as just a very small community parade. Before it started down Elvis Presley, it was mainly centered around the Rains Road area, which is where Hazel's beauty salon is located. And they just started with the community center and just kind of went around the community, different areas, streets and whatever, and involved themselves like that. But it was not as large by any stretch as it is now.
Let me tell you about how Whitehaven celebrates Christmas.
It's all about the band. I got with Miss A about 2003, and she said she was starting a Whitehaven Christmas Parade. And we started from Mill Branch to Range and ran up the range to where the Walgreens is on Elvis Presley. And we went to the parking lot there, and we went from there. So she had me say, can you help me recruit some bands? I said, yeah. So I recruited about at least about 25, 30 bands.
So when I first started, as a band director, she would come by and said she's having this parade in Whitehaven for the kids and wanted to know if the band would perform. And of course, you know, who wouldn't do something for kids?
Mr. Richardson has participated, he's very shy about saying this, but he's participated in every major parade that there is. He has participated in one I particularly love, the Tournament of Roses. I grew up in Los Angeles, so that was a major parade that I always attended every year. And it's a big deal to be able to get to the Tournament of Roses. You have to request, they have to come out, they have to see you, and you start off a year or two before you participate. So he's been there, Disney, Macy's parade, every major parade that there is. So I thought that having the inside knowledge would really benefit the parade. And I talked to him about that, and I asked Ms. Hazel if she would meet with him.
So that's how I first met her. She came to the school, talked to the principal, and talked to me personally about being in the parade. So when you ask someone to help children, it's hard to say now.
Well, actually, how we put together the committees, well, we use people, some of the band directors and people that have the experience and then want to give back. It's important that people that want to give back and want to help. So that's what we're committed to, working with people. It's a volunteer thing that we have with people. That's why most of them have been there so long.
You know, Rick and I, we don't do this by ourselves. We have volunteers. I mean, we have a crew of a close-knit group of people that we've known for years. A lot of them are some of my former band students, band parents that used to work with me. I don't call them band parents, they're just friends. We just built a relationship that right now we could go out and eat if it wasn't in this environment. So we have a group of volunteers, a very small group, might I add you, to deal with what, sometimes 15,000 people, 160 units. Very small group of people, but they, I'll tell you, they're dedicated.
You know, we have bonded so over the years. We really have, and I think everyone looks forward to it. You know, we serve food here, and we have a chance to really fellowship with each other and get to know each other.
It's really rewarding to us because we see everybody getting involved in the community, as well as the kids. They see us getting involved, and they see all the units getting involved. So that makes the Whitehaven look a lot better, and for the kids, they enjoying themselves. And the media and security is very supportive, and we thank them as well.
All performances for us to be high quality, and for the community, and for the performers. That's a key thing. We want the kids that are playing instruments to have a good time, and we want the people that are viewing to have a good time. So the preparation is pretty much the same with one addition.
We have a lot of out-of-town and in-town bands coming in, so we ask them to play Christmas music down the street because it's the holiday season in November, but we call it the December Parade in Whitehaven.
You want it to be something that the people feel like, wow, they really worked hard for us. So that's the idea. Make sure you do the Christmas music. That was big for me.
The process is we have a lot of community groups coming in as well, so we got to spread them out between the bands, so we're going to class their music with the band music, so we got to spread a lot of organizations out within. We in about like 130, 38, and sometimes we in like about 160. We have to kind of like eliminate some people because we have a limit on the street at that time to keep the flowing still going.
Yeah, there's a time frame. You can't be out there forever. And it's a little difficult. You don't want to leave anybody out, but you have to have some kind of criteria to be in the parade. Otherwise, if everybody's in it, everybody's in it. You're going to have something that says these are the requirements for you to be in, because the parade is about moving forward. When you're operating in a gym, you're standing still. So we want to make sure they had rehearsed being on the street. That was a big requirement for some of the groups, and really let everybody know this is a parade. It moves like a train. We don't want it to stop. So you had to have some kind of resume, and everybody turned in something. And one of the challenges we had, especially with community groups, is that some of them didn't march. They did things in gyms, but they never had the experience of marching. So we asked to make sure they had the experience of marching. We wanted them to have their own drum line, or have their own music that was preferably not just pulled on the street in a cart. We allowed them to put it in the back of maybe a vehicle that was decorated. We really prefer that it's a major ed group with their own drums. They better have their own music when it comes to those kind of groups.
You could just imagine it just kind of marched around the community with bands, of course, some bands, some other participants, but it has blossomed into 1,500 at the very least people. And of course, with those people, you have every known activity with majorettes, with bands, with the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. You have people that are engaged in no businesses, very, very few businesses, because everything is centered around children.
You got Whitehaven, Westwood, all of them from that area, Mitchell, Fairley, all of them from the Whitehaven, Havenview, all the small, John P. Freeman, and just all the schools in the area, just about any. You got Bellevue School, you got some of the things cut over. You got kids from Hamilton and, I just say all over the city, not just out here. They come from all over, North Memphis and that, Tredford, Kirby. You just got them all over the city comes here. It's just not that Whitehaven. See, that's why we had to name it the Memphis Parade in Whitehaven, because they wanted to know, could they be in it? When they found that they could be in it, they all ready. And we do, after the parade, a big musical.
Right.
Should we tell them about the battle before the parade?
Oh,
You just got to be there, man. You got to be there.
You got to be there. It's a
There's
doubt.
a whole battle of the bands before the
Right
race
there.
starts. It's always fun.
Each band.
Each band, man.
I got 25 bands on the side.
And we intentionally
And
put
we
the
just
rivals, right there. So
Whitehaven,
it look-
Mitchell, Fairman.
it's on.
Oh,
man.
they like blow from that end.
Okay,
Do not
you
move
blow,
out your
you
spot.
blow. Yeah. So there's a big battle of the bands.
And they
before the
love
parade
it. They
starts.
love it before
Oh,
the
yeah.
parade starts. We just let them have their fun.
Just have fun.
And we just laugh at it. We tell them, as long as they're not moving, we good.
We good. We good. And that is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, to see it, it's all, to see the kids, how they're jumping, let's get them, let's get them, let's get them.
Turn around that way.
Yeah, turn that way. That's
Middle
band
school as
directors.
well. We just love that.
It's a lot of fun.
But
It
don't
really is.
move out your spot.
Don't move out your spot, but you can bell all you want right here. Yeah. They can follow instruction, and they can also lead. And at that component right there, I just can't express how it feels to go in a meeting and say, hey guys, we want to do this. What do you think? Everyone gives their opinion, then when you say, okay, this is what we're going to do, okay, we'll do what you say. That is so vital.
Coming up next, the Memphis Christmas Parade in Whitehaven gets bigger every year. From the thousands in attendance and the over 100 participants, hear how the parade's founder, Miss Hazel Moore, made it happen.